Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we will see how to send an email through our Java code. So there can be a requirement in your project that you have to send email once all the test cases get run. And at the end of that, you should know that my all test cases are passed or failed. For these kinds of scenario, we have to create some code through our Java and Selenium so that we can utilize that code and send an email. Okay, so for that, we will use a jar called common email, which is created by Apache. So you just have to go google.com, and if you type here common mail, okay, so you can go to this first link, common email. It will give you this page, and this is an overview. You can just download this from here. Okay, and you can just click on this zip file and start downloading. Okay, so I have already done that. I don't want to download again. So once you do that, what you have to do, you have to set this jar onto your build path. So you have to do a right click, you have to go to properties, and then you can click add external jars. And here you can go to this common email and you can click on this jar. Okay, once you set that, just click on apply and close. So this is the way through which you can set up the jar for an email, but still we have to write the code. So for writing the code, what you can do, you can go back to the page, common email. In that, there is a link called user guide. In the user guide, you will see various texts written here. Okay. The first one is for the simple text email, and the second is for sending email with attachments. So we are not going through sending email with attachment because once you are able to do this, you can easily do this from your side. So I am just explaining how to do this from a sample text email. If you see, it says our first example will create a basic email message to John Doe and send it through your Google Mail account, your Gmail account. Okay, so it's using the Gmail account. We can use any account, but Gmail account is one of the sample which it gives us. So let me just copy this, okay, and paste it here. Now let's try to understand what it has written here. So let me just import because it's giving me some error. So I have imported email from common.mail, and then I'm importing simple email from common.mail, and then default authenticator from common mail. Okay, so we have imported everything now. And if you see into this code, it's an email variable, and we have created this through the new simple email class. If you click on that, you can see all the details. And if you're wondering how I have clicked on that, because I have already installed one decompiler on my Eclipse called JAD. Once you do that, if you do a control and click, you can see the details of that jar file. So see, it's a simple email.class, which is not a readable format, but my decompiler has shown me the all the text which is in the jar file, in this class file. Okay, now let's go back to the code. So it has created a variable, or maybe an object, you can say, an email of a class simple email. It has given a reference of email which is also a class, but it is an abstract class. Okay, abstract, you know already that in that there are some methods which are defined, and all the implementation is there, but some of the method implementation is not here. So that's the reason it's called abstract. All right. So if you go here, after that you have to set the host name. So it's given smtp.googlemail.com. So if you want to check the host name, you can just go to Google and you can search for the SMTP mail server. So I'm searching for SMTP server for Gmail because I am also using a Gmail as my test account to test this code. Let's go on any of the link. Let's go on the first link. Okay, I'm not sure if it's give us a port number. It's give us smtp.gmail.com. So this link, okay, I'm not sure port 25 is correct. Let me go to, because it's generally 465 is the port for Gmail. So let me go to the second link now. Okay. See, it's given the SSL port is 465. So it says that it is smtp.gmail.com, and after that its port is 465. Okay. So what I can do, I can go back to that again. Okay. So I will just, copy paste this one. smtp.gmail.com. Let me go back to the link. And here I can type smtp.gmail.com. So once we have given this SMTP hostname, we have to give a port number. It says email.set_smtp port. If you go to this method, it will show you what are the details of this method is. So why in between I show you always the details of the method so that you can know how the professional developer are creating these kinds of classes and jars. Okay, so the more you see a code of a professional code, the more you will learn from them also. So always make a habit whenever you're working, always make sure you go into that, you click on that, go into that, and try to see what it is written, why it is written, and try to relate the things. Okay, so let's go back here. Then once we have written the port number 465, which was in our page here. Okay, you have to authenticate yourself, so you have to put a username and password. So I'm using a dummy account, which is Selenium by Naresh, and I'm giving a password here which is test at 123. Okay, once it is done, you have to set the SSL layer true or false. So for Gmail, my SSL should be true, so I have written true here. Then the email ID from which you are sending the email. So let me, in the user ID, I have to give my complete email. So first let me give a complete email here, and I want to give the same email in from and to. Okay, so what I will do, I will do Control C and then Control V here in from. Subject is okay, test email. I will say by Naresh, and message, and then in the to also I will paste that email. Okay, remove this call. So this is the complete code through which we can send an email. But in the Gmail, because Gmail has some more authentication, and I need to do some settings in my Gmail account so that it will allow me to use its Gmail account to send these kinds of emails. Okay, so for that, I will go to the security of the Gmail. So this is a URL for going to the security. You can even go through a simpler way through settings, but I'm going here because I'm comfortable in typing it directly like this. Okay, but even you can go from the settings and you can go to security. At the very end, if you see, it says all allow the less secure apps on. Maybe in your Gmail account, it would be off by default, so make it sure you turn it on. Okay. That's it. This is the only change which you have to do. Now let's see if everything has been done. Done. Okay, this is okay. All right, so let's try to run it. So, okay, I get some error. Let's see what the error is. It says domain end with dot. Okay, so there is some dot has somewhere there is a dot. Selenium by Naresh @gmail.com. Here, okay, in the to. So in the to, it cannot end with dot at the end. Okay, let me run it again. So whenever you get any kinds of a error, it gives us an opportunity to see what are the mistakes which we are doing. Okay, so always learn from your errors, and next time it will always help you. So just try to get into the errors which you get it. So now it's written email sent, and if I go here and if I go to my Gmail account, okay, and in my Gmail account, I should receive a new email. It says test mail by Naresh. Okay, so now we got an email, test mail by Naresh, with the subject. So if you see now, we have sent an email through a Java code. Even if I'm not logged into my Gmail account, it gives me a power so that I can send any email through my code. Okay, so just imagine the power which you have to use any mail account through your code itself. And we will use this when we were working on the framework, because soon I will tell you how to create your framework from scratch. In this, we will use this line of code into some utility, and we can use that utility anytime whenever we want to send an email through a Selenium Java code. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you liked the video, please hit on like button and subscribe to the channel. If any feedback, please let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.